This is the live Chakra Attunement. It is a new moon in Aries. It's also a solar eclipse today. And this is the 29th of March, 2025. And as you can see, getting closer to the next month of April, so moving into the fourth month of the year of 2025, the rumbling and activity is starting on so many levels, and just recently had a huge earthquake in the Thailand area of the world, and lots of devastation. So many areas of disruption and suffering we're seeing in areas of the environmental issues, areas of wars and disagreements, areas of government and politics, and so on and so forth. And the realization is that each one of us, in a way, is a reflection of the cosmos, of the outer world, and the outer world is a reflection of the inner world, and we are learning that we can come into the center of ourselves and strengthen that center, face the issues within the self, and cleanse those issues, and then begin to bring a more compassionate vibration into the world. So a lot of our chakra attunements are focused on getting our individual systems into balance so that we can bring in the greater chi force, the greater higher frequency energies, and balance them in ourselves, and we can become beacons and areas of truth and areas of clarity and areas of peace and compassion in the world. So breathing in and out, we'll open this morning with our prayer to Kuan Yin. And when we speak it, we can keep in mind all those beings that are suffering on so many levels and areas in the world, all around us, breathing in and out, calling in the divine, feminine, compassionate one, and starting with the prayer to Kuan Yin. Dearest Lady Kuan Yin, we call on you to help us love and accept ourselves fully. We ask that you grant us a full measure of compassion for ourselves and for others, and we pray that those suffering in the world right now can see and feel your loving presence. We pray that hardened hearts will melt under the compassion and understanding, your compassion and understanding, and we pray that the waters of grace and compassion that you pour on the earth will nourish the seeds of love and compassion in all hearts, creating those gardens of beauty within all living beings. It is our intentions to nourish the garden within ourselves through prayer, meditation, right thinking. In our hearts, our gardens flourish, filling up and spilling over with the fragrance of the garden. We thank you, dear Lady Kuan Yin, for your presence in our lives and in our world. And we'll say this again. We'll say this from the individual perspective. The second round, dearest Lady Kuan Yin, I call on you to help me love and accept myself fully. I ask that you grant me a full measure of compassion for myself and for others, and I pray that those suffering in the world, all over, can see and feel your loving presence. I pray that hardened hearts will melt in the presence of your compassion and understanding. I pray that the waters of grace and compassion that you pour over the earth will nourish the seeds in hardened hearts, creating gardens of beauty within all living beings. It is my intention to nourish the garden within myself through prayer, meditation, and right thinking. In my heart, my garden flourishes, filling up and spilling over with the fragrance of the garden. Thank you, dear Lady Kuan Yin, for your presence in my life and in my world. And continuing to breathe, surrounding your body in the bubble or the container of light below the feet, above the head, in front of the body, behind the body, to the right and the left of the body. Breathing in and breathing out. and creating that container in your imagination, realizing it, concretizing it, making it real for you through the practice helps you strengthen yourself, your inner being, connect to the inner light. And once you do that consistently and work on it with meditation and mindfulness and the practices, you begin to realize that you are one in the cosmos of many. And as you begin, and you realize the power in that, it's a different kind of power than this old world thinking power where we have to overcome and override and own and driven by greed or fear, control everything. This is a realization that if I really start to control my inner beings, I manage my inner beings, I understand my systems and how to balance them, I become a radiant light within that affects and infects energetically all of the whole group blueprint. So the group blueprint of the human being is in the process of great change. And that blueprint, that group blueprint in the process of great change is, becoming a massive wave of energy that is bringing transformation and transmutation into the world. So this is something that is helpful, because when you start to look at the outer world and become overwhelmed by the massive shifts and change and what seems to be destruction, then start to feel powerless, you diminish the light inside you, and you can actually put that light out, and that just becomes more fodder for those who would choose to seize and be greedy and so on and so forth. So keeping in mind, connecting with that inner flame is going to strengthen you inside and going to shift the way you feel, allowing you to be a brighter light in the world, breathing in and breathing out. And so we work with practicing connecting to the chakras, helping bring chi force, life force energy into each one by connecting with their color vibration, sound vibrations, and one-syllable Sanskrit mantras. So the root chakra that connects us to the new healed whole Mother Earth, that's going beyond the layers of the 3D Earth that's in the process of change. And even this massive 7.7 earthquake that's done so much damage was a very shallow, and so we're going below that to the core of the earth, where the new earth is already there. And the new earth, just like the new spring flowers and blossoms and growth, has to push up through the old earth. So it does cause some shifts and changes in the earth matter itself, just like our matter world is in the process of shifting. So breathing in and breathing out, shifting from matter to spirit, polarizing inside the self to make your spirit more important than the matter reality, what's changing, what's the fear of losing, what you can't control anymore, so on and so forth. Breathing in, breathing out. Red is the vibration color of the root chakra, down there at the pelvis and the tailbone, opening up your legs, imagining digging your toes into the earth and connecting to the earth. Breathing in that low-toned Om. Ready? Lam is the one-syllable Sanskrit mantra, so let's chant that. Lam, lam, lam. And the low-toned Om. Continuing to breathe, breathing in and breathing out. You can just move the feet around flare the toes, rotate the ankles, and really kind of wiggle those feet. Let's do that root chakra once again. Ground to the blueprint of the new healed whole Mother Earth, and imagine radiating that out to the whole planet. Ready? And breathing in and breathing out, we come to the belly chakra, the navel area. You can connect with that with your hand if you like. Lay it over. Breathing in the orange and feeling it spread into the aura in the body. This has the inspiration vibration. Orange is healing. Orange is full of inspiration, and it's kind of like the bubbles in the babbling brook. I think of it sometimes. So the belly chakra can really be uplifted. Imagine just any orange in nature and breathing it into the body. It's a medium-toned Om to get it activated as you visualize it. And the one-syllable Sanskrit mantra is Vam with a V. Ready? Vam. And feeling that orange energy in the second chakra, take a little moment and we'll affirm, may I be creative today. May I be inspired and an inspiration for others. May I find that creative inner sense, inner child, and bring forth new ways of being in the world, new ways of creating healing and wholeness and love, breathing in and breathing out. Take a nice deep breath. Pull up the rib cage so that we can go into our power chakra. So the power chakra, breathing in and out. This is the third chakra. This is your personal power, sense of self-worth. So in the face of all things, sometimes you might think that one cell in this giant human blueprint, and that's what we are, might not be enough to do anything. But just think of when your body has one issue with one cell in the body, boy, it creates can create a lot of pain or a lot of healing. And so feel your self-worth, bring in that yellow energy, radiate it out, and be a healing light in your world, in the immediate world around you, starting there, and like a pebble in a pool, it flows out. Breathing in that yellow energy, that golden light. It's the higher toned Om. The one-syllable Sanskrit mantra is Ram. And breathing in and breathing out, we come up to the fourth chakra, which is the bridge, the green energy. And just fill your whole container of light and your aura and your heart center with that green, letting it flow through the body, bringing healing to your heart, bringing healing to all those who are suffering in the world. Breathing in and breathing out. Ready? Higher toned Om. Right? Actually, we are actually in the exercise aspect. And then Yum. 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 Breathing in and breathing out. Yum. Yum. Ah, yum. We're breathing in and we're breathing out. Take a moment in the heart to just open your heart and feel love and grace and compassion for all those beings who are suffering in the world, and even all those beings who are causing suffering in the world. We talked about loving kindness on our last Wednesday's Chakra Attunement, and bringing a little bit more in that in the world. So as you're breathing in, think of those beings that you love, and then spread that love a little farther to neutral beings that you have compassion for their suffering, that you have gratitude for their work in the world that supports you, that you might not even know about or think about. And thirdly, if you can feel your heart open, start to feel some compassion for those who are just disconnected and distorted in their reality. Breathing in, breathing out, more light for all beings, more love for each one of us. Breathing in, more soothing, more healing. Ah, yum. Ah, yum. From here we move up to the throat. It's time to go out into the world. The upper chakras connect us there. The lower chakras, those first three, are about you and your personal connections and interactions with yourself and the world. And the heart is the bridge. And now we come to communication center, trying to communicate the higher knowing, comfort, love, intelligence out into the world. And this is the blue of the sky. The tongue comes out, the paws flare up because we use the lion breath. Hum, hum, H-U-M. Hum, hum, hum. And with all that Aries energy, let's harness it and move out that roar of compassion, that roar of balance, of connectedness to the earth out into the world. Hum, hum. May I communicate with love, unconditional love, and clarity and discernment. May you communicate with unconditional love and clarity and discernment. Breathing in, breathing out. Coming up from the blue to the indigo. That's the third eye. We like to hold the palms open now, and we like to take a moment here for gratitude, forgiveness. So as you're bringing in that indigo energy and you're breathing it into your body, you can bring the palms up, hold them open, and think of, first of all, right now, right here, you've probably been worrying about things in the news or your life, or you're worried about your Social Security or your health, or somebody taking advantage of you, or just all the different things that we worry about. Let's let them go right now, and let's focus on gratitude. There's something you can be grateful for right now. Having a home, living in a space without an earthquake happening in the moment. Breathing in, breathing out. Another day to work harder on your practice, to be a better human being, to ask for forgiveness, to forgive, whatever it might be. So taking that moment to feel that gratitude. The palms are open. I also like to feel gratitude towards the teachers, the spiritual beings, those beings that have been lights, real lights, lamps of lighting up my path in my life and helping me move forward. Ah, yum. Ah. Hum and om and lam and vam, feeling really connected to your chakras. So with the indigo, focusing on the third eye, you can close your eyes, your palms are held up and open, and you can imagine just looking out of the back of the third eye into the world of wholeness and non-duality, and that indigo energy very strong. The exercise is a high-pitched ee. The one-syllable Sanskrit mantra is sham. Sham, 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 sham. And again. Sham, sham, sham. Just holding here for a moment and feeling the strength in the alignment in your chakras, from the red at the root, the orange at the belly and the navel, and the yellow at the solar plexus, the green at the heart, the blue at the throat, the indigo at the third eye. So nice and aligned. Palms are still open to receive. You are moving into the crown chakra, reaching up into the heavens force, letting it filter back into your body. So remember, the month of March, Kuan Yin said integration. We were working with this really integrated energy, trying to bring the higher energy more fully into our system. And we're moving very rapidly into the new month, where discernment is the energy of the month. So integrating the energy and using clarity to look at how things are, to know this from your heart, to take time to be able to make your decisions and your movement from your heart's knowing. And so keeping that bubble of light around, keeping the chakras attuned, open to the center of the earth, the new healed whole Mother Earth, open to the divine feminine principle that's pouring in, and all the light from the angels, the guides, the guardians, the heavens, the masters, the universe itself. So it's the purple violet at the crown going to the white light, and it's wah, 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 going from low to high. And once your high note dies out, just feel the vibe of it still. Keep the palms open and let yourself receive the shower of light back and the blessing for you individually from the universe for each one of you. Ready? And can turn the palms back to any chakra that needs a boost, laying the palms on them or bring them palm together in Anjali Mudra prayer pose. A reminder that those of you who are on the Sunday call, there is no call tomorrow, or we finished our 10-week series, and we'll start a new one on the 13th, so a couple of weeks, and that one, of course, will be on discernment, and how that discernment can help us strengthen and have the courage to make the choices that we know are right in our heart, even if not everybody around us is in agreement. Breathing in and out with the palms together or the hands on the chakras, bringing comfort and energy. We'll do one beautiful toning of Om together to seal the practice, to close the circle. And in we will send, you can take a moment during that to dedicate this merit that you might have grown from the practice to those suffering in the other side of the world from that terrible earthquake, or anyone in the Ukraine or Gaza or Israel or New York City, or those being deported, whatever comes up. Let's mitigate fear as much as we possibly can, starting with ourselves. Ready?